I'm here. I'm back. All right, let's see what happens. All right, I see one viewer. One. 3. Hi guys, welcome to Sunday Chit Chat. Live. But not without mistakes already. Hi Julie, how are you? Hi Elaine, happy Sunday. Hi Marcy. Welcome guys. Sunday Chit Chat. First one live. So I think good, I'm glad. That makes me very happy to know that you're well. Very happy. So I thought I would do Sunday Chit Chat live. I guess the people can view in later. This is so new for me. If I take my glasses off, I'm not going to be able to see what you're writing. But if I leave my glasses on, you're incredibly close to my nose and everything's blurry. And I feel a little uncomfortable with this whole live thing. But how awesome is it that you don't have to edit? Even though I was sideways. Yep, that happened. Good morning. Trey. Good morning. All right, so I had a few things I wanted to talk about today. First of all, that D-stash yesterday, oh my goodness, guys, it was awesome. It went so quick. It went so very quick that way. There was a little bit of stuff that happened though, because I guess what I'm seeing. Good morning, Christine. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I know it's not really morning though, right? But I am having a little cup of coffee. Just a little one because, it's Sunday Chit Chat. It is noon though, I think. My husband went out to go hit some golf balls and I'm like, ooh, good. So I was printing out labels and I thought, well, let me just take a break from that and do Sunday Chit Chat. I filmed a video on the Gina Marie dies. So I'll be uploading that as soon as I get off of here, and then I have to go to the grocery store. I hate grocery shopping. Hate it. Hate it. You spend way too much money. It's so expensive here. So expensive. I hate it. Yeah, Julie, me too. Hate it. But also, so I did a little video on the Gina K Designs dies that I picked up. She's got some cute ones that I'm really enjoying. And I've got to do a coloring for the 30-day challenge today. And I think I'm going to do this image right here. It's a digital download. I got it from the same place that I got this one that I did yesterday. So I think I'll do that this afternoon. And what else am I going to do today? Thank you. I got some dies in. So you guys know. So let me tell you a little bit about, actually I'm going to answer a few questions too that I had yesterday in a couple of emails. But you guys know how I'm always saying I'm not really that fond of, let me rephrase that. I try to buy stuff only made in America. And a lot of people don't agree with that. And Gina Marie Designs is one who does have stuff that's here in America and stuff that's made in China. And this is kind of funny that I'm saying this today because I got something in the mail that I'm going to show you. But her company has great moral standards. She's really put the company out there. Just go read her bio. I've talked to her personally as well. She really started making these dies to help women that were coming into her shop who didn't have the money to spend, $30 on a die at the other companies. I like that. That makes my heart feel good. But with that being said, because I often say, it's not made in America, I had one of the China-based companies send me a couple of dies for review. I'm going to show you what they were. 2 of them. I only got 2. this one. And this is what it looked like. I bet you this is going to look funky, huh? It's like houses. Do I have a piece of paper? Hold on. How's that? So that's what that one looks like. And this one, which I guess is like the postage. It's a set of four dies. All right. So here, I'm going to give you my thoughts on them. One, I personally, this is just me, I personally would never order the dies from China. That's just something I'm not going to do. I'm not going to take money out of the mouths of Americans and intentionally send it to China. So that's not going to be something I'm going to do. Oh, see, I can't see. Don't go anywhere. Interesting. Okay, so these are the postage ones, and then this one. So I cut them, I opened them, I cut them, and I've got to tell you that they're not far off from what we're getting here. A little bend to it, but not far off. They're certainly cute enough. I mean, that is as cute as a button, right? It truly is. But again, it's not something that I'm going to, it's just not something I'm going to do. But it is cute as a button. All right, so here's what I am going to do. We have what, only 9 people right now? I'm going to give away these 2 dies right now, both sets, to the first person who can tell me what my husband's name is, or his nickname. Either one. First person. Yeah, I'm going to stick to how I feel. I have to, you know. It's just, there's so many people, not Mr. That's funny though, Judy. Funny, funny, funny. I call him a nickname, and I call him by his first name often. Let's see if anybody knows. And I said it last night. I said his nickname last night in a video. Wow, nobody. Earl. He looks like an Earl. No. All right, let's do something easier. Anybody have one last guess? Wow, I didn't realize as I'm getting older, I got this pointy chin going on here. You got it, Diane! Woohoo! Mr. Wonderful. All right, Diane. You won these 2 dies. I've already got your address, right, from yesterday. Hi, how are you? Dayton's grandma, how are you? Hi, Heather. All right, Diane, I have your address, right, from yesterday? Okay, I'm going to stick these in that same envelope that's going out to you tomorrow, okay? Good job. Yeah, my husband's name is Mark, but I call him Mr. Wonderful. And he's at the golf course right now. Okay, yay! All right, so now that's out of here. You know, they are super cute. I mean, look at the detail. It's got a little stitch. They're nice. And it was very nice of the company, although I cannot pronounce their name. But I did want to do a review on them. They certainly look like the stuff that's out there, you know, that we're buying for a lot more money. Thank you. They gave me the prices. They sell them in different venues online, and they go for about $2.50 each from China. You know, that is cheap. It's really cheap. And it kind of saddens me because the people here in America couldn't make it for $2.50. And if they could, boy, are we being ripped off, you know? That's the other side of that, right? All right, so the other thing that I have been asked is, what was it, last night, an email. You guys chat amongst yourselves. This is kind of fun, right? I've been asked in a couple of emails how I store my images that I stamp out. Because I've told you, when I get an image in the mail, when I've ordered it, I stamp it out. Always. That's the first thing I do. I've also been asked if I store them digitally. No, I don't. I don't scan them or do anything like that because it's frowned on. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Card dying, that's not good. Um, I don't store them in my computer. I do print them out. I don't print them out. I do stamp them out. And then I do store them if I'm not going to use them right away. And a lot of times I will store them. I will stamp them out on a couple of different papers. And I'm going to give you an example. So here's a little image from yesterday, right? The Noah's Ark. So I've actually stamped it out in Copic friendly ink one time on, I'm glad you're listening. I'm just going to talk anyway though. On watercolor paper and then with VersaFine, okay? And I normally would do it on a bigger piece of paper, and then that's what I'm going to show you. And then I store them in a card file like this under the manufacturer's name. And every single stamp that I've ever stamped that I haven't used goes in that box. Why do I do that? Because I buy way too much stuff that I can't possibly use all in the time in a time frame, right? So I like to stamp them out when I get it so I can see it, and maybe I'm encouraged to go ahead and use it. But if not, I have a stamping in the box that I can grab at a time that I don't necessarily have time to think about it. And let's just say, for instance, I want to do a mama elephant card. I can go right into my file. I can pick the images that are already stamped, pull it out, pick something and do it and just go with it. And then I cut them out with my brother's Scan and Cut, and it just makes it easy, and then I can put the card together from there. I do try to be very organized. That's why having so much stuff sitting around drives me crazy. Now, not Mr. Wonderful. He's got piles of stuff everywhere that I don't get a hold of sometimes. But yeah, and this came from Michael's. You know, it's super, super inexpensive with the coupon. So you know what I did yesterday, guys? Hold on. All of your stamps on one type of paper. No, it really depends on the stamp. I prefer, as I've told you guys, I prefer either the Spectrum Noir paper, Spectrum Noir alcohol paper. But lately, because of the Brothers Scan and Cut, I've been using the Express It blending cardstock. And the reason I do that is because it takes so little ink. Truly, it does. It takes very little ink to color with this paper. So those are my two Copic papers, and then of course my watercolor paper. I do sometimes stamp stuff out on Nina, but I don't prefer to color on Nina, so I don't usually stamp on it. I get mine on Amazon. Also, you can get a littler version of this at Simon Says Stamp. They have a littler, cut to card size bases, so you can get that there too. So that's what I normally do. So if I know if it's something like this, and I know I'm going to want to try to watercolor it, then I'll go ahead and stamp it out on watercolor. And then if I'm going to keep the stamp for a while, I store the stamp, and if I'm not, it just goes right into the pile for a destash. It's that simple. I have a box, it goes into the box. And sometimes I change my mind. Sometimes it takes months to do that, but that's how I've been doing this because I don't want to have a room full of stamps. It messes with my brain. It kind of makes me feel like I'm not doing enough fast enough. So yeah, so that's how I do that. I just keep them stored, and I always, as soon as I get them in, because I want to play, And then what else was I asked yesterday? Oh, I was asked about the digital images that I've been doing lately because of the challenge. Most of the companies like Greeting Farms, Your Next Stamp, a lot of the companies have digital images as well as stamped images. I like that because they're not normally the ones that have been released for stamps, so that means they're not overly saturated in the market. I like that because then you are allowed to play around with the size. So I can do a super big one, a little bitty one. I can change the size around. So that's kind of fun, and it's in your computer to print out. Actually, I'm using a jet printer, and it doesn't smear with Copic markers at all, ever. Now I can't watercolor with it, so that's the downside. But Yeah, I don't know. You guys probably can't see it from back there. I got an Epson, and the ink does not smear with Copics ever. So it's perfect. Copics or Spectrum Noirs, either one. And then what else did I get asked yesterday? There was one more thing. I didn't make a note, so I don't remember. But I think that was the biggest thing. People wanted to know about the stamping. And so what are you guys going to do this weekend? What are you doing today? Today's Sunday, right? Yeah. What are you guys going to do today? Nobody. Nothing. Oh, crocheting. I love to crochet. What are you making? Wow. I love to do. Oh, awesome. I don't think I knew that you had an Etsy shop. Send me the link. Pocket letters. Yeah, I don't think I knew that. I'm pretty sure I didn't know that, Julie. Or if I did, I forgot. Baby clothes, huh? Oh, I bet you they're beautiful too. I saw one of our other YouTube people we follow here has been making hats. You know, beautiful hats, you know, crocheted or knitted hats and the little animal ears and things like that. But she doesn't make them for children, for babies. So that was kind of sad because I did look into that. Um, that's awesome. I just do blankets and easy things, you know. But I do like sewing and doing a little quilting and stuff like that too. But, you know, to be very honest, who really has time to do as much stuff as we want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So, what else is new, guys? How many minutes have we been on here? I still want to keep this at 20, almost 20 minutes. Went by fast, huh? Um, so what else is going on? We've got the giveaway going on for the inks, so that'll be happening in a couple of weeks. Yeah, I know that one for sure. My grandson has, last night somebody mentioned a toothbrush that was on my desk. Um, yes, I have used the new Tim Holtz inks, and yes, I really like them a lot, a lot. Um, my grandson comes in. I let them come in. You know, I've kind of got it set up so that they can come in, and he came in. The reason his toothbrush, that's his toothbrush that was on the desk last night. The reason that it was here is because he came in, and he's almost 3 years old, but he doesn't speak yet. He's just starting to try to talk, really. He's got some sensory issues, and we go to therapy and speech therapy and stuff like that. But he has no problem communicating at all. I mean, at all. So he comes in and he does this little thing. So he's got his toothbrush in his hand, right? A toothbrush in his hand, and he comes in and he goes, "Grandma," does like this with his hand, and then hands me the toothbrush. I take the toothbrush and I say thank you, and he reaches down and he grabs my scissors and runs with them. So what he was saying was, "I'll trade you, Grandma. You take my toothbrush and I'll take the scissors." Yeah. So that's why his toothbrush was on my desk, because I just kind of threw it and ran. Oh, he's a handful. He's a handful, guys. And of course, the princess is just that. She's just the princess. She's just starting to walk, and oh, he's so sneaky. So he's not at my house, thank goodness. At his house, his new thing is, this is disgusting, but I'm going to tell you anyway. His new thing is to open the refrigerator, grab the eggs, and throw them. Not just drop them on the floor, but throw them like a baseball into windows, into living room, just throw them everywhere. My daughter is constantly cleaning up eggs. Now, My daughter is a very smart person, but you'd think she'd lock the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? The first time she told me this story, I put a lock on the refrigerator immediately so he can't get in there. I'm like, God, that grandma's not getting down on her hands and knees cleaning up eggs. That ain't happening. But if there were a profession for egg throwing, he'd be a genius for sure. But he thinks these things out in advance. He's very, very smart. His wheels turn and you can see him. He for real talks it through in his mind first, and then he gets this look on his face, this little, and you know he's about to do it, and then he's off to do it. I'm waiting for him to climb the fence. I think that's the next thing on his list of things to torture Grandma with. I think he's going to climb the fence, and that's going to be bad because there are bill alligators back there. So I'm keeping my eyes on that little boy, but I can see his brain going that way. I've been trying to get him to ride a bicycle with training wheels, but I know, that's what I'm thinking too. He's got pretty good aim. He's got really good aim. And he loves, they both love music. Different ways though. I didn't get all of that. Yeah. So here's the thing, guys. So about a week ago, let me readjust. About a week ago, I got out. I only have 5 inks from Stampin' Up, and they're all retired already. But they're hi, Becky. How are you? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday. I've got 5 inks from Stampin' Up. They're retired, and I actually about a year ago begged somebody, begged somebody for a refill for the peach colored one because it's my all-time favorite color. And it was super nice that somebody had it and gave me an extra of each of those pads, even too. But I got the inks out because I like to make some Florida-based cards that have seashells and lighthouses and things like that on them that I sell here locally. So I got my inks out to do that, and I'm like, I love these inks. I love them. They are so nice, so nice. And I really think that I'm gonna switch. The thing is, I love all Lawn Fawn. Hold on, my mouth is so dry. That diabetic medicine kills me, kills me. I went and had my blood done the other day. I'm hoping I can drop back down to 100 instead of 300. We'll find out next Wednesday. So anyway, I love all things Lawn Fawn. You guys know this. Lawn Fawn is probably my most favorite company out there. And so that's the ink I chose to get. And I decided that would be the only ink I had. And I have all of them up till now. I have all of them so far. And then I have those 5 from Stampin' Up. And then I still have my ink, Memento ink, little ink eye things. I still have those, which I do still enjoy. But so what I did that day is I started playing around with doing some of the layered stamping with an old Stampin' Up flower that's also retired. It's one of my favorites. And doing some Lawn Fawn and doing the Stampin' Up ink. And guys, there's no comparison. Stampin' Up won every single image I did. It looked better on. Every single image I stamped out, the Stampin' Up ink was so much better. So much better. So I think so, Julie. So I think what I'm going to end up doing is I think I'm going to switch over, and I'm going to have to do it. The only thing is the end, the thing about the Stampin' Up inks, which is why I didn't do it to begin with, is because when I fall in love with something, I fall in love with it forever. That's just me. Which is probably why Mr. Wonderful has been around so long. Because it's just the way I am. So, the problem is that the inks switch off. They're in colors and then they're out and then they're. Although I think what they do is when they bring in a new color, like if they have a peach color, they bring in another peach color that's just a little different. But that's a lot of maintenance and a lot of work for me. That's the only reason why I haven't already done it. That's the only reason. So I'm going to look into it a little bit further and see if they have a main section of colors that are always the same, you know? But their ink is amazing. But with that being said, so let me just tell you something else that's happened to me that I'm not very happy about. Simon Says Stamp. Speaking of ink, because you know the kit this month has some ink in it. Oh, so she buys the, yeah. I didn't think to do that, to be honest, when I did it, when I got the inks. I got the set just to try it, but I really do like it. Stampin' Up, not Stampin' Up, Simon Says Stamp. I'm part of their kit club, right? And it comes out of my PayPal account once a month. They send you a bill or whatever. But this is what's going on. The kit goes on sale, right? And they sell out really quick. So for 2 times now, for the last 2, for Bunny, whatever the Bunny one was, and for this one, I do love the kit club. I really do. I'm not getting my bill to pay for it from them until they're already sold out. So I paid ahead of time. I actually figured if I get 2, I'll give 1 away, right? So I paid personally for the last kit on the Simon Says website, and I got it. And then I got the bill 2 days later on PayPal, and it was already sold out. I had to get a refund back. So on the last 2 kits on my PayPal, it's coming later than when they've already sold it out. So what's the use of being in the kit club? So I'm going to email them later today, or maybe call. I tried to call them. I've already left messages. Nobody ever calls me back. So I think I'll just email them and switch it over to a credit card or debit card because, yeah, I don't think I'm going to get this month's kit. I didn't pay for it. It's already sold out. And I just got the notice last night for the kit, and I know it's already sold out. I went ahead and paid it on PayPal, but I bet you I don't get it. Yeah, that's the way it's supposed to work. I really don't know what's going on. I did mine through PayPal. That was probably the problem, I'm guessing, because they have to invoice me, and I'm getting invoiced, later than when it is. I agree. So I think it's like I said though. I mean, yeah, it's there. It is an issue with them, but I think it's a PayPal thing as well. So I think I'm going to switch it over to my debit card or credit card or something instead of it being through PayPal. I always keep a balance, a PayPal balance, to do my crafting with. So I like to do it that way. That way I'm not surprised at the end of the month that I've, spent way too much money on crafting items. I had the Maker's Mart for a while, the Spellbinders one. Yeah, I will. I really like the MFT. The MFT ones look fabulous, but guys, that is too expensive. The My Favorite Thing kits look pretty good. I was hoping that the new announcement from Lawn Fawn was that she was going to have a card kit. I was hoping that was the announcement, but that was not the announcement. That made me so sad. I did Paper Pumpkin 2 months in a row. Um, Let me tell you why I didn't like Paper Pumpkin. There wasn't enough creativity for me. It's like they give you everything and you just kind of put it together. So I kind of like having the sheet to follow, but I would like there to be more stamps, more stuff like that with it. They might have changed it though over the years. But I did try Paper Pumpkin. And I do love Stampin' Up. I really do. I really do. I haven't tried this Journey. I see a lot of you are Journey, what is it called? Journey Stampers or something. I've never tried anything from them yet. All right, guys, this has rambled on way too long. I can see this being an issue with Sunday Chit Chat going live. Fun Stamper's Journey. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. I've never tried that. You haven't tried any kits at all, Becky? Not at all? No. Wow. I get suckered, I guess. Yeah. I really like to try new things. I think that's why. And I have to tell you though, guys, I really do like Simon Says stamps. Got to sign up before April 10th. For what, Julie? Yeah, I like getting mail too. My mail lady doesn't much care for me though. Mm-mm. Yeah, Becky, I like doing that too. Card kit from Stampin' Up. That's a paper pumpkin one? Or no? It's something new, Julie? Oh, poop. Husband's on his way home. You saw it yesterday. Well, I'm going to have to go check that out on YouTube. I really wasn't on YouTube too much yesterday. I was trying to get ready for the de-stash, and I'm still trying to put my office together. You know what else I did yesterday? My husband's wanting me to go to the gym right now. No. I'm just not going to answer. Maybe he'll go away. Maybe. Okay, so what was I saying? This is what I did yesterday. Let's talk about this stupid stamp press issue, guys. Really, the Hampton Art, this whole thing with My Sweet Petunia. All right, so I was talking to a few people from YouTube here that I'm friends with, and they were all upset because they did not get the stamp press. Not everybody even has with the 50% coupon, not everybody has that $10 to go spend on something like that. So for that, it's so sad that this has happened. So I went out yesterday morning and I had hit up every single store that I thought might have it within 3 counties, trying to buy a couple for a few people that I had been talking to. They of course pulled them. They had been told originally that they could sell what was on their shelves. But with the recall, this is what you guys didn't know. With the recall, if they pulled them all off their shelf, they're getting the 100% back on what they paid to have the product. If they sell it, the few that they had on their shelves, because they only ever kept like 3 of them on their shelf. If they sold them, then they would have to sell them for the sell price that's going on in the store that day. So it was worth their while to pull them and get the full amount back from the company. Now, here's my problem. Because I weigh everything out on both sides. Forgot what I was saying. Let me look in the drawer. Maybe it'll the Misty. The Misty, I've got both of them. I have the Crafter. I have another one too that I don't really use. The one that's for the bigger. The problem with the Misty, the problem is that you hear you heard going into it with the Misty that it's the best quality. It's this. It's that. At first it was made in America. It was made in the USA, which was awesome. But then it got shipped off and now it's not made in America anymore. Okay, that's how she's got to do her business. That's okay. The problem is that this is not, there's no way on this planet that this is worth $60. There's no way. That's why I was so excited and why I did the review on the Stamp Perfect by Hampton Arts, because they really were very similar. Now, if you look at mine, do you see that right there? That's the way I got it. It came just that way, with the glue half glued, etching up, and it was that way on the mini as well. Not as bad. Oh, actually, you can see it better. My mini's dirty. But do you see that? That's how both of them came. And now I've purchased 4 total. I purchased this one and this one for me, and I purchased a mini to give away on Facebook and one of these that I gave away on YouTube. All of them look the same way. And this one is cracked down the middle. It cracked. Now, I can't really blame that on this company because, as you guys know, I had that Bowie desk. I could have cracked it myself. You don't know. So I can't blame her for that. But the problem is that, again, like I said, this is not worth this. Neither one of these are worth the price that we're paying for them. So I'm hoping that as this patent thing gets straightened out, that there's a way that people that are wanting to sell it for more what the price really is. The 12 by 12. Woohoo. I don't have the Misty 12 by 12. I got the, who makes the other one? Was it Crafter's Companion? Or, no, it was the white one. I forgot. The 12 by 12 one. I got that one, but I've never taken it out of the package yet. I'm really hoping that they change, that the patent can be changed a little bit with the new people going into it to get something a little more affordable, because there are, it's a great tool. The We Are Memory Keepers, that's the one. I had that one. That's the one I got, but I haven't used it yet. I got that one just because I wanted to use it on scrapbook layouts, but I've never even taken it out of the package yet. And I got the 10, they call it the 10 by 10s, the 10 by 10 Hampton Art, the bigger one that they had, and I've never taken that one out of the box either. The problem is like I said, is that they're grossly expensive, and there are not a lot of people that can afford them. That $60 is a lot of money. It's a lot of money to a lot of people. So that makes me sad that now we're, forced into that one category when that's way, way, way too much money for that product. And it is a great product. It's a great idea. It really helps a lot of people with their stamping. Absolutely. And I know that this must have put an extreme hurting on her business with the Hampton Art and the other companies coming out with it. It must have really done some damage for her to get busy like that. Yeah, I know. I hate that. And that's why when I bought my first Misty, it was made in America before the etching got put on it and everything. And I was okay with it. But $60 is a lot of money. So, anyway, that's just my opinion. All right, guys, I need to get off of here, and I guess I better go put my darn gym clothes on. At least I don't have to go to the grocery store right away. And there is the hydro massage. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I got to tell you, though, I would not... the 12 by 12 was expensive. Yeah, it was very expensive. I thought about it, but then the We Are Memories Keepers had theirs, and I picked that one up on sale. Oh, do you guys see that? That's what's left over of the fungus. Not bad, right? It's a horrible little scar, though. That was a bad fungus. I thought, this is how smart I am, I thought I had flesh-eating disease or something. When rushing to my dermatologist, and I'm like, well, that's kind of silly. I'm going to the dermatologist for face-eating disease. But it wasn't. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do. I love the hydro. I love it. Ours, I like the Vibe Plate one too. They have that red, the red one. You guys know I have fibromyalgia and I have really bad arthritis. Oh Lord, sometimes these go up so. And that Vibe Plate, the infrared machine, is awesome. Awesome for joints. But I love the hydro massage. We've got the recliner, the chair one, and the lay down bed one. Sometimes I do all of them. I'm just like, okay, sign me up. I'll do all of them. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. It's 40 minutes. What are you guys still doing sitting here? Whoa, go enjoy your day. I hope you guys are going to get to do something awesome today that you love and do it with someone you really love, I'm going to go to the gym with my husband against my better judgment. But that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you have the best time ever doing it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.